Hi, good evening, everyone. I'm JP Tong. I'm not at Kechara Forest Retreat, and welcome to today's Thursday Paranormal Tales. Today we have Pastor Chia again, who I'm going to be uh, interviewing and then finding out more of his experiences with paranormal. All right, so before we start, let's wait for more people to tune in. Okay, so let's see who has tuned in right now. Hi, Cockland. Thank you very much for tuning in. Yeah, so this is wow. You've been my guest for 4 episodes already. So so you can imagine how much experiences how many experiences Pastor Chia has all these years, and they're all very interesting. And Pastor Chia just shared with me some of his experiences that he'll be sharing with all of you tonight, and there's one in particular that is pretty scary. So I can't wait for Pastor Chia to share this story, this particular incident with you all. Hi, Audrey. Thank you for tuning in. Hi, Jillian. Hi, Waiting. Okay, we'll wait for a few more seconds before I start asking Pastor Chia, because I really don't want you guys to miss this particular episode. It's very, very scary. Yes. Hi, Corinne. Hello. Okay, and as you all know, it's already Ulaanbaatar Festival. Today's the second day of Ulaanbaatar Festival, otherwise known as the Hungry Ghost
Yes.
Festival to the Taoists. To the Buddhists, it's called Ulaanbaatar. So for those of you who are totally terrified of spirits, because people are making offerings, especially the Taoists, so they're giving the spirits a lot of attention. So definitely there will be more encounters with spirits. So if you are afraid, don't worry. Always do your prayers. If you don't know, and you're still afraid, what you can do is you can always uh, ask Kechara to do the prayers for you all, as we have already started yesterday. So there are many packages that you can order online, the Ulaanbaatar Festival packages, and you can actually do prayers for protection, and of course to dedicate the prayers to our ancestors, to our karmic debtors, and so on and so forth. And at the same time, because in the Buddhist prayers, we always generate merits or good energy towards ourselves and to all sentient beings. So it's also very, very effective for clearing obstacles, all type of obstacles, be it financial obstacles, health, and whatever obstacles that you may be going through. It is actually very effective, very, very effective. Okay, so do look out for that. All right, so hi everyone, thank you for tuning in. So I'm going to start interviewing or asking you more questions now. So now we're going to continue with black magic, because Pastor Cha have actually experienced a lot of cases with black magic. Not himself, but he has met people who have suffered from black magic. So there's one that you would like to share, and that is your experience with your colleague
Yeah.
when you were working in Singapore, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So can you tell us what happened?
I think there's about 23 years ago
Okay.
when I first met Rimujis.
Okay.
So before I met Rimujis, I was working in a restaurant for around 4 years. So in a restaurant, one of my colleague actually is an auntie. She's she's a single mother. She worked very hard, and she was doing those washing the plate, cup, all these kind of things. Her job is just like that. So I get familiar with her because she was very chatty when she was uh, in the good days.
Okay.
So why I say she's in a good day, because I see her suffer a lot uh, when when she always like felt sick. So it brought me attention to to know what happened to her. And literally she told me that she suffer on she's not sick. Actually, she suffer for black magic.
Oh, I see. So
Yeah.
what would she experience when the black magic hits her?
She was experience terribles. She was a huge migraine. Sometimes she was lost her mind. She not even know. She was lost her temple.
You said she lost her mind,
Yeah.
and she wouldn't even know.
She not even know.
So how does so if she didn't even know, how would she know that she's actually lost her mind?
Because her family, her family noticed that. So in one of the period of time, she
Yeah.
was in the hospital, actually mentally hospitals, for quite some times.
All right.
Then she came out because she told me literally that when she was facing the divorcing that time,
When she was going through a divorce.
yes,
Okay.
with her husbands, and that time she felt the first time she felt the magic is on her.
And what was that she felt?
She said in that period of time, one night when she sleep, she see the black smoke came to in her nose, and after that she lost the conscious.
So so when she was sleeping,
She was sleeping, but
she
she's
was
not
still
dreaming.
awake. She
She's
was
still awake.
and then she saw this black smoke
Yeah.
enter her nostrils.
Yes. So after that, she felt very uncomfortable, and later she started losing her tempers, her emotions, and she also suspect that is her husband,
Her
ex-husband,
ex-husband.
was doing the magic on her.
Okay.
So
then after that, what did you do to help her?
So actually, for beginning, for so many years, no one can help her. That's
Okay.
why she suffered a lot.
All right.
So when I heard her story, actually I was quite sympathy about her situations, and only when I heard Rinpoche's came to Singapore, so I talked to her. I said that actually I knew one of the Tibetan High Lama. Do you interested to meet this High Lama, and maybe he can help you to solve your problems? So I told my colleagues that, and she said, yeah, I would like to meet your guru if you can introduce me.
Okay.
So she was very willingly to ask me to see that time Rinpoche. She said. Then I make the appointments.
Okay.
So to Rinpoche's assistance that
Yeah.
time. So when next day I come back, I inform her, actually I already make appointment to you, and you can come to see Rinpoche already. And suddenly she changed her even the way how she looked at me also changed. She said that oh, I will not go with you to see your guru. He said he will harm me. So I said Rinpoche, the High Lama won't be harming you. He tried to help you. So I did not happen what was happening to her, and suddenly her attitude just changed just like that.
Mm-hmm.
So she insists that not come to see Rinpoche. So I have no choice. I have to go back, and I have to cancel the appointment to meet with Rinpoche. So when I informed Rinpoche the cancellations, Rinpoche say, actually, there is some things came to look at Rinpoche.
What do you mean by something?
Rinpoche say he saw a spirit.
A spirit? A
Came,
spirit came to visit Rinpoche.
Rinpoche came and see what happened and then go back. So very quick. So then it's confirmed that actually the magic is on her. Also, she was followed by the spirit also.
So the spirit that was what do you call it? Was sent
Yeah.
to this lady. So
Mhm.
this spirit
Yeah.
actually went to see to see Rinpoche,
To check actually.
check on Rinpoche,
Mm.
went back,
Yeah. And told
and then
her.
possessed her and said, "Don't."
Yeah.
Don't see this monk because he will harm you.
Yes.
Wow, that's amazing. Okay, so then what did Rinpoche say?
So Rinpoche say, if you go to talk to her again, you should to recite some mantra and secretly blow on her back and to block her, the spirit, to listen whatever you have to tell her. Because whatever you tell her, the spirit know, she will try anything to stop her to come and see me. That's what Rinpoche say. So that time Rinpoche teach me some mantra.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what mantra is this?
If I can remember, it's Dukkha mantra.
Oh, it's a Dukkha mantra. Okay.
Yes.
Dukkha is the white umbrella.
Yes.
The Buddha white umbrella. So you're supposed to recite the mantra, blow on the back of her head.
Yes.
So blow on the back of her head
Yeah.
before you start talking to her,
Yes.
without her knowing.
Yes.
Okay.
So I literally did that when I went back to restaurants. Second days, I did that. So because I was so afraid I was doing wrong, so I did it a few times. And I asked the lady, I said, did you hear something, the voice that tell you that today or anything tell you? He said, no, nothing. So I was quite released that maybe the spirit is not listening. So I started talking to her again.
After you blow the mantra.
Yes.
This is to stop the spirit from listening in.
Yes.
Okay, well, so now you know. So for those of you who would like to, who come across anyone whom is possessed, and when they are not possessed, and if you do not want the spirit to listen in, as you're advising this person in front of you, that of the spiritual help that you would like to extend, then you have to do this, right? And you don't need to tell. Well, you cannot, because once you tell, then the spirit will know. So you just do it secretly, and it's to block off the spirit from listening in. Oh, that's pretty interesting.
In fact, it's very dangerous for people like we do know anything. We never counter with the magic. We do know how strong the magic effect on the lady. You see, so if we say wrong thing, even it's not wrong thing, we're trying to helping the persons, but because the magic is on her, will be stopping her to get help.
Definitely.
You see, so that is one time. That is the happening to this lady, and like this type of situations come to 2-3 times, and she agree again, want to see Rinpoche. I even offer say that after we finish work, we just go to see Rinpoche directly. Yeah, I even make the appointment. He said okay, but when we are about to go, she refused to go again.
Yes.
She changed her mind, keep changing her mind. So at the end, she could not make it. Okay. So what Rinpoche say is like this. Actually, Rinpoche is trying to do the blessing on her and to seal it. So the magic cannot affect her that much. But Rinpoche say because she already on magic so many years already, and her mind actually already damaged. Even she can recover, she cannot recover like normal anymore.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
So the spirit possession has actually damaged the brain.
Yes. Rinpoche
that's
said
very
that. Even Rinpoche did not see her, but Rinpoche said exactly, I can see her how sometimes when she normal time, she can just speak very like frequently with it, and she's very friendly with people.
Yeah.
But when magic on her, she cannot control herself. She cannot control her emotions. She even lost control her actions already.
Yeah.
You can see like that.
Yeah, that's why I did hear Rinpoche say that if we know of anyone who is suffering from spirit possession, for whatever reason, either it's because of black magic or because of just they just because of their karmic affinity that they get possessed, they actually need to be helped ASAP. They have to be helped immediately, because otherwise, if it drags on for years, that's exactly what you said, that even if they manage to stop the spirit possession, the person's brain would be permanently damaged already, and they would not be as normal as they were before. So that's why it's best to seek spiritual help ASAP.
And,
Yeah.
and also, is if you know that those magic is among our friends, sometimes
Yes.
got this magics affected them. If you able to help, also how we help them also is not just introduce spiritual help, also that we need to morally support the persons, because sometimes they were very easy to keep up. You see, when
So give them the emotional support.
yes, very important, and because they don't know what was happening to them.
Uh-huh.
So people, if the people near the persons should close to them and give them more emotional support. Actually,
No, that's very good advice from Pastor Chia. Yeah, so definitely they will be demoralized along the way,
yes,
and they'll be scared. So that's very true. Thank you very much,
Yeah.
Pastor Chia. Okay, so now then you have another experience. You said that when you were working in Kechara's retail shop a few years ago, Kechara Paradise, you encountered a customer,
yeah.
and then it was a very strong black magic.
Yeah.
Can you tell us about that incident?
In our detail, actually, we met all kind of people. So people keep coming and they talk to you. Sometimes they told you they have magic and this and that. So not all is the true. Everything is magic, but this particular case, when you talk about magic, I literally feel the magic is around her actually. So she is a businesswoman.
Okay.
Okay. She was. I think she have a servers. People send her magic, not just one. Okay, a server people send her magic.
Several people.
Yeah.
She has several people sending her magic.
Yes.
Okay.
So the magic was so strong that when she started to talk to me that time, and I felt something like the very sharp thing or needles was poking my hands. Even I feel that.
Okay.
So I was quite worried that time because I don't know what was happening, and she starting felt very restless about herself, and she keep like scratching herself, and she feel very uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Then I asked her actually what is happening. Oh, he said that when I talk to you, suddenly I just feel very uncomfortable. So I say I also feel very uncomfortable. That is the first time I encountered that. So and when people have black magic, so I was quite worried about that. Then I told her, why not we go somewhere else to talk about your problems.
Okay.
So actually I invite her. We went to the food court, and then we sit in the middle of food court. I told her, you start your story. So why I choose the food court? Because
Yeah.
food court have a lot of people, a lot of noise.
Okay.
So I just sit close to her. I say, please tell your story. So I able to get her story. Then I can report to Rinpoche and seek Rinpoche help.
So by sitting in the food court,
Yeah,
you're trying to distract what the
magic.
The magic.
Yes.
So you're trying to distract the person who's from listening in.
Yes. So
Because
I
you're
felt
so noisy.
I felt that when I talk to her, someone is listening.
Oh.
So otherwise, I won't get disturbed also. So I purposely went to the place that so many people, and that's how I choose the food court. I sit in the middle and talk to the persons. In the food court, when I talk to the person, nothing happens.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah,
So did you hear that? So I guess it's trying, because Pastor Chia felt that I guess the person, the shaman who was sending the black magic
yeah,
was listening in,
Yes.
and that's why you felt a needle poking you.
yeah.
Okay, and then what gave you the idea that to sit in in a food court?
Um, I think the previous story, like the first story when I experienced with you, that's how I first encountered with the magic.
Did you? Yeah, but why did you recite Dukkha's mantra?
Yeah, I can, but even in the outlet, there will have so many Buddhas around. They still can come in like that. So I doubt it's not so easy if
You
we
thought
are
it was not
just
so easy.
if we are just alone. So that's why I say we need to go change to the other places to talk about
Okay.
the problem.
So then what happened after that?
So when I finally get her problem, how she get these troubles, I report to Rinpoche,
Uh-huh.
and Rinpoche said yes, she have very strong magic on her,
All right.
and a person did the magic on her using her belonging buried underground very deeply, and she cannot find. If she want to break her magic, she have to find her belonging, but Rinpoche say it's very difficult to find her belonging because they bury in a such way she cannot find. So anyway, Rinpoche give the solution. Rinpoche only tell me how people did the magic on the persons. So after that, with the arrangement, Rinpoche came to center, and we brought this lady came to the center to meet Rinpoche.
Okay.
So usually Rinpoche was giving her a blessings,
Okay.
and also Rinpoche give her protective practice that time.
All right.
So when she did the practice, it did help, but it cannot get away her magic so easily because there are several group of people doing the magic on her.
Several group of people.
Yeah, 7
Okay.
people. So Rinpoche say your magic is not easy to get away. You have to be continue to do your practice. Plus, this lady actually she even have a Taoist master. She was also doing other thing also.
All right.
So when she came to outlet, then Rinpoche is using a Buddhist way to help her. So she came back actually about 1 year or 2 years later. She did say that her magic is lessons, but still affect to her, but still not go away yet. But it's already lessons already.
Okay.
Yeah. So I told her to continue her practice. But after that, we lost contact. We never met each other anymore.
Oh, I see. Okay. So I guess so. Well, definitely the prayers helped.
Yes.
So she was doing it every day, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So as you can see, remember one of the episodes I spoke about the power of prayers, how it is very, very important that and very important for us to do prayers, which whatever prayers that you do, doesn't matter what religion you're from, it's the intention that is very, very important here. So specifically, we're talking about Kechara, and Kechara is a Tibetan Buddhist organization. So we can only share with you all the experiences that we've had, with Tibetan Buddhist prayers. So definitely, if you are doing prayers that you've learned from Kechara, do it consistently. It is a consistency that counts. It's a consistency that counts. You don't miss like 10 days or 2-3 days, and then you catch up on the 4th or 5th day. It doesn't work like that. So even if you're doing the mantras, at least do it 3 times. If you're really that busy, just do 3 times of the mantras, and then you're done for the day. Yeah. So it's a consistency, because there's this energy. Yeah, there's a wall. There's this energy that you build for yourself, and there's a wall of protection that you build for yourself when you are constantly generating that kind of energy. Yeah, so especially if you have spirit disturbances, that's why you do it. That's why when Rinpoche gave me my mantras to do, that was like 13 years ago. I've never stopped. And if I stopped, it was because I did, I was working an all-nighter and I just crashed, but I caught up immediately the following day, and and it was fine. And I've noticed that people who stop and are not consistent with the prayers that were assigned to them to help them for whatever reasons, when they're not consistent, that's where we see the negative karma. It's not because of the prayers, but because the prayers are to lessen the the effects of the negative karma from arising. That is why when we are not consistent, the negative karma will arise. So that's why you see people going through a lot of ups and downs in their lives, is because they're not consistent.
I totally
with the
agree what
prayers.
you're saying, because you see a lot of people's they having magics, and because you already open the karma when
Yes.
you have that type of karma to get the magics or possessed by spirit,
Yeah.
is you are open the portal of that already. So important is, if you have practice, you have to keep doing it as a protection.
Yes.
That is the best protection actually.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yes. And I speak from experience. I speak from experience. So even when I'm doing my prayers, yes, although I do, the spirits do come and visit me, but they don't disturb me. They don't disturb me. And even if they do, because of my very strong karmic affinity with them, I can still do my prayers, and kind of, and bless them. And once I bless them, they'll just leave me alone. And I think that's very important, because there are times that even if I do it every day, and because when I wake up, there's a spirit that's disturbing me, there's once or twice out of these 13 years that I forgot what prayer to do. I was like, oh no, what's that prayer again? So it does happen. So if you're not consistent, can you imagine when you really need it? Then you go, oh, what's the prayer again? And it does. And so my advice to do it so that it's automatic, as in when you want it, you will remember. Yeah. So again, that's about the consistency bit.
Yeah.
But there's one particular story that you told me that is very, very scary, and that is the one that you said that you were in Singapore again,
Yeah.
and there's this lady who was possessed by a child spirit,
Yeah.
and that was because the child spirit was sent by, was it sent by magic?
Oh no.
This is not a magic story, right?
This is about magic, but
Okay.
what happens is like this.
Magic as in black magic, yeah?
Okay.
Black magic, yeah.
This child spirit possessed of the women's, and we get this case actually. Is also that is the first time we heard about that. I never counted that the child spirit can be so violent actually, and
How did this child spirit get to possess the lady? Was
Okay.
it sent by someone or no?
no,
It wasn't sent by
according to her, it's not someone sent to her.
anyone. All right.
Because this child spirit possessed on her, because she have a karma with this child spirit, okay, have some karma with that, and what happened is this child spirit was the previous owner passed away, okay,
The previous owner, the master of the child spirit,
yeah, passed
he
away.
passed away.
So the child spirit was wandering around.
Okay.
So happened that this lady was have some affinity or some karma with her, then the child spirit possessed on her actually.
Oh.
Yeah.
So she just stumbled upon this child spirit.
Yes. So the worst thing is the previous master of the child spirit was feeding the child spirit with her own blood.
His own blood.
Yes. So because when the master passed away already, the child was very hungry. So when he possessed on that the young lady, she starting sucking her own blood. It means the lady who possessed on the child spirit was sucking her own blood. So it's
Well, she was biting herself?
yes, and not just biting, it's sucking her own blood.
My goodness.
Yes. So when we get say that reported that someone was possessed by the spirit,
Yeah.
and they want to come to that time Rimji was started the center in Singapore, so they want to come to center see how we can help out, but Rimji was not around. So what happened is in center Rimji one of the students as an oracle actually that time, and she took trance, and when protector came to her, and come to do exorcism.
So the oracle took trance of our protector.
Yes.
Okay, so she was very lucky to have
She's
met
very
our
lucky.
oracle in the center.
Directly, actually.
Directly,
Directly
okay.
help from protector himself. So
What happened? Do you remember?
the whole thing is when she walked in after the protector take trance,
Yeah.
and you can see the lady or the spirit possessed on her was so scared that she was like trying to hide herself, but she can't.
Okay.
Yeah, because the protector when protectors the oracle take trance, the protector was very very fierce,
Okay.
and then try to take her or take the spirit out from her actually. So just I think the whole process is not very long. It's maybe about 15 minutes like that.
Did you witness it?
Yeah, witnesses. I was with
Can
them.
you tell us what happened?
Literally we have to hold her lady hands because we
Hold the lady's hands.
yeah. I think the lady also came with her boyfriends.
Okay.
So and we scared the spirit possessed on her will be fighting.
Uh-huh.
So I think we had 4 people. So we even used the towel, try to tie her up, that no move, she cannot move. So but instead of doing that, we felt stupid actually.
Why is that?
When protector take trance, protector is on control actually everything's. So the process, everything that they did to the lady was so quick, and we can see the spirit was so scared on protector, and like I say, she tried to hide, and she didn't do any.
She didn't do anything. She
She
just
didn't.
sat there, scared.
Scared, just like her head even down, and then the protector can do the blessing on her.
I see.
Yeah, the whole exorcism I take like I say less than 50 minutes, then completely gone.
Oh, so the protector actually removed
Yes,
the child's
remove.
spirit
Yes,
for
take out.
good.
Yes. So that is the one thing I witnessed. Directly get help from protector itself
I see.
without doing any mantra. Like I say, this lady was very lucky that time, and he had originally came to the Dharma Center and he made protector himself.
Oh, that's very good news. That's very good news because it is well, very lucky for the lady, and also very lucky for the child's spirit to have met the protector
Yes.
who actually saved both of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, because in Buddhism, even after we do exorcism, we don't send, the spirit to anywhere that is more suffering. Actually, I remember when Rinpoche used to do exorcism on people, he would actually talk to the spirit like he's talking to another person, and just very compassionately
Yeah.
telling the spirit to leave the body, and bless the spirit and all that. And yeah, so I guess when the protector removes the spirit,
Yeah.
then do you know where the protector sent the spirit? Was it explained?
It's not explained that time, but
Uh-huh.
Rinpoche did say if the Buddha would not kill the spirit,
Yes.
if they did it, maybe they were sending to the protector's heavens,
Pure land.
pure
To a
land.
pure land.
Yes.
Well, that's very very lucky of the child spirit.
Yeah. So that time I was quite amazed how protector can directly see the actions actually.
Wow.
Yeah. So for those that have a faith with protector, whoever we do his prayer, and all sure protector will get help. That's why I say
Yes.
the puja is very important.
It's very important. Right?
Yeah, it's very important.
Okay. See, that's a very interesting story that I wanted to share with you all. Can you imagine that this person actually biting her own arm when the
Sucking her.
child's spirit enters her because the child's spirit wanted to drink blood, and that's what and Lee Kim, when I interviewed her, she did tell me. She said that when she met this master who actually knows how to keep child spirits, and she did mention about about the master feeding his own blood. Yeah, it's either you feed your own blood, which is very, very powerful, she said, or you give it like chicken blood or a blood of an animal. Yeah, so it depends. So feeding its own blood, according to her, is actually very, very powerful.
Yes.
Because they will be, that means you're creating a very strong karmic connection with your master.
Yes.
Right. So yeah. So wow, can you imagine? Okay. So before we continue, thank you. Thank you, Zah Rinpoche, Tashi Delek. Thank you very much for tuning in and joining us tonight. There's a question from Yo Miao Ki. Hi, hello. Thank you very much for tuning in. Is it acceptable for people to worship child deities, which I heard that they are invited from Thailand? I feel very uncomfortable when I visited friends who worship child deities at their home. I believe now that you mentioned it's child spirit, but these people who worship call them child deities. Does this worship cause bad karma?
Actually, it's totally different. When they adopted the child spirit, actually they want to help the child to have the good rebirth.
Oh,
so they
okay.
adopt them, then adopt like the son. Then later they have the peace of mind. Then they will help also for them to go to the good rebirth. It's just like adopt the children's like that.
Adopt the children, but
Yeah.
how do they? Do you know how the Thai people would actually help the child spirit to take rebirth?
That's what I heard about lah.
All right.
But most of the people, if they have sorry to say, when they get bad intentions of that, then they will try to asking the child spirit to help them instead of helping the child spirit. So that's why they use the child spirit as a magic things, then to get things for them or
Yes.
to steal things for them. Like if you want the child spirit to become more stronger, then you starting feeding your own blood and make it more powerful. Then
So then it's very bad. It's very negative karma then.
yes, for people with the bad intentions.
Bad intention.
Yeah. But in the temple, they won't be do that. They were doing the puja, they were doing the prayer, and also they asking people to adopt, and then he have have sense of like belonging. So after that, you can help even the child spirit to have a good rebirth again.
Oh, that's very
Yeah.
good. So yeah, so I hope that answers your question. So again, it really depends on the intention of the person who actually who actually adopted the child's spirit, like what Pastor Chia said. Yeah, so if you, and I do know of, like Lee Kim also did mention that there were people who actually adopt these child spirits and get the child spirit to do things for them.
Yep.
Like charm people, get things from other people. I mean, these are it's like getting things that do not belong to them, and using child spirits to charm others. So these are not very good intentions. Definitely they'll have negative karma.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. Adele Tan, can I ask, when Rinpoche spoke to the spirit to leave, what language did he communicate with the spirit? English? Was it English?
English.
In English, right?
Yeah. The spirit can understand every language.
Yeah. So, okay, so spirits can understand all languages. Yeah, so definitely.
It's not the language sometimes. It's about what Rinpoche represents. Because when the spirit see Rinpoche, it's not Rinpoche. Maybe you see Rinpoche as a deity itself.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So the Lama is very different, like what we think. That's why when Rinpoche did tell us, when you do the prayer of a specific, he asked me to do a certain prayer or be a place that are very haunted. He always they say that you visualize your guru and your protector is one. So when the spirit, he will know what you are thinking. But when he look through your mind, he can see who is your guru and who is your protector. So they will leave you alone. So when the spirit see our guru, maybe it's not our guru anymore. Actually, it's the deity itself.
It's the Buddha.
Yeah, it's the Buddhas.
Yeah. So there's one practice in Tibetan Buddhism is that when we have very strong faith with our guru, with our teacher, then you visualize the protector that you are praying, and you visualize your protector and your guru as one, and then keep that in your mind. And exactly what Pastor Chia said, and that is actually a very good form of protection when you are encountering any paranormal activities, or you are going through a very dangerous environment, or you feel just very uncomfortable and very insecure, and you don't know why. You just feel very unsettled, and that is one of the things that we actually do.
Yeah.
Right.
In fact, Rinpoche always told me sometimes we go to do house blessing or the place is haunted. Rinpoche always told me to do that. He said that when we have to represent Rinpoche to talk to the spirit.
Yeah.
So Rinpoche said you better do it, and think me and the protector is one. So when the spirit look at you, you not think it's you. You will see the deity and me. He said Rinpoche himself.
So that's very good news. Yeah. Okay. There's another question. Connie. Hi, Connie Cole. This year, due to the COVID pandemic, we Chinese cannot do our Qingming rituals and also the street ceremonies for lost souls, etc. Can JP and Pastor Chia give your opinions on this matter? So you cannot do the burning because it's Ulam Mana. So you cannot do all that on the streets. So what can we do?
You see, this is our Chinese traditions. The purpose to burning all this sort of thing is to please the spirit, because you was doing you are burning something for them. You see, a lot of things that it's not just you need to do that. Our Buddhist way was very different. Okay, we doing pujas, and we also dedicate to the senses beings. That's why I say that our Ulang Malang pujas in the Buddhist form is more serve more purpose. Actually, it's not just for dedicate to spirit itself. It also we even by the offering to the three jewel, we also can collect merit. Then we can dedicate to them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So Connie, you can actually do pujas. If you're local, you can actually, anywhere around the world actually, because we make it very convenient for everyone. We do have vajrasecrets.com where you can actually order it online, and we have already started doing pujas yesterday, and it'll go on for 1 month until September 15th, which is the last day of the 7th lunar month. All right, so we'll do 1 month of pujas, and all these dedication that you do and the offerings that you order online will actually be dedicated to whomever it is that you want to dedicate to. So be it your ancestors, be it your karmic debtors, all that. And if you're going through obstacles yourself, it will also help, because in the Buddhist practice, when we generate merits, we can dedicate to all these things, and even to yourself as a result. And because these merits will actually help us clear all these obstacles. So don't have to worry. If you're worried about all the lost souls and all her ancestors, you can actually do this. It's actually, I believe, is more effective. I believe it's more effective because when we dedicate merits to the spirits, they will definitely spend less time in the spirit realm and take a better rebirth, right? ASAP.
Yeah.
I think that's very, very important, right? Yeah. And for some of us who, because people always say there are more spirits during Ulambana. Yeah. That's because, as Rinpoche says, is because you keep thinking about them and you keep making offerings to them, of course they will, because they can sense that we're giving them attention. So they're like they're just coming out from wherever it is that they're hiding, and as a result, you kind of feel that there are more spirits wandering around.
Yes.
Right. So that's why it is always good to dedicate marriage to them, so that they can actually take rebirth, because they are stuck. They are stuck in the realm, and there's nothing that they can do, and they cannot help themselves. So it's very, very meritorious for us to actually do that. That is one of the ways that that Buddhists help beings from other realms. So in this case, it will be the spirit realm.
Yes.
Yeah. So I hope that helps there, Connie. Okay, Lai, hi Lai, Lai. I think that there's two type of child spirits, Kumantong and Guai Zai. They're different, right?
Yeah.
Kumantong is the Thai
Yeah.
child spirit. I'm not very well versed with Kumantong.
They are same. They are unborn child.
Unborn child.
Yeah, they are same.
The same thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm.
So they are the same thing. Yeah. So I hope that helps, Lai. Yeah, I'm not well versed, so I have no idea. But you are right.
It's the same thing. It's just like how different way people raise their own child.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
A
Like I
different way.
say, even if they are in Thai temples, like I say, how they try to help the child spirit
by
unborn-
adopting
by
adopting the child spirit.
Yeah, like if in the temple, some because the monk was doing the prayer, also were helping them.
Yeah.
See, so if people adopted not from Kumantong himself, but
Yeah.
the child spirit, then will be different.
Okay.
They will be using their own way. I mean, it's more personal use already. Will be different already.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How they raise them, how they keep them, it's totally it's different ways.
Yeah. So I guess for Kumantong, what Pastor Chia is trying to say is, if it is for the right reasons, for the right intentions, yeah, it is still a child spirit.
Yes.
But it's just that the Thai Buddhists will actually try to help them to quickly take a good rebirth in the human realm. Whereas for Guai Zai, which is the child spirit in Malaysia, then they are actually kept for negative intentions, for selfish intentions, right? Okay, so moving along. Thank you for. If you do have questions, please continue to write in the comment section. Now, you have another experience, and you said that it was a businessman.
Yeah.
And can you please tell us the story with this businessman?
Okay, it's quite interesting because one businessman come into the outlet, the detail outlet. It's just for looking around, and then
This is when you were working in
Working,
Kechara,
yes.
in the Kechara retail outlet. All right.
then he's starting saying that how bad luck he is now, and he experienced his business. He was doing well, and then suddenly his business just dropped. And not just that, he say that the thing that around him suddenly just changed around. He say he don't know why businesses feel bad, and it just feel very bad luck on him.
Okay.
So that time he was talking. So then I say, do you believe for protections items if you feel bad luck? So then I introduced him about the Ru.
Ru.
Yes.
Okay.
Actually, that time.
Ru is an amulet.
Yeah, amulets.
It's an amulet.
So that rule will also differs because I introduced one actually is a house rule. Actually, it's more bigger.
It's a house rule.
Yes. So I say that.
Please tell us what is a house rule.
Oh, the house rule is an amulet. It's a bigger size that you can you cannot wear because it's so big.
Yeah.
So you can put on at your house because it's not.
Which part of the house do you usually put it?
Usually we put on the door frame. In
Above
front.
the door.
Yeah,
Above the door. Okay.
Yes. So I say that he also told me because he get a new house. So I say why not you get the roof put in your house. So maybe it bring you the good luck.
Yes.
So he did that.
All right.
So I think next week he come back. he wanted to see me. He said that, what actually you give me that things? So I say, it's a rule, it's a protection item. So that's how he's starting the story with me. He said that, actually, I suspect people do magic on me, but I could not confirm because I also don't know who is sending the magic.
Okay.
Okay, so one day he said that my business partner come to my house, want to visit me, but when he came to my house, he asked me. He was stood outside the house. He asked me, "What you put inside your house?"
Okay.
So he said, "Oh, I didn't put anything." Then he said, "God, your house got some things, but whatever he tried to invite his business partner, he no one to come in.
He could not enter the
He
house.
cannot enter the house. He no
Okay.
one to come in, and then he get suspicious. Say that maybe the person who did the magic is because he not even know what he put actually.
He couldn't see, right?
He couldn't see.
He couldn't see that amulet which was
Yeah.
hung above
Yeah.
the door.
Yeah.
But he could. But the business partner actually felt
Felt.
that there was something
Yeah.
protecting the house
Yes.
in him.
So he know that to come in the house. So brought his attention, and then he found out actually he's a business partner doing magic to make the whole things, even his company falling apart, and everything he feel bad luck in that period of time is all come from him. It's the magic is affecting. So when he come back, he asking for the protections actually.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that's an interesting one. So but how did he know that it was him who put
Oh, he
magic?
find out.
He found out,
Yeah,
right?
he found out.
Because yeah, I think I'll be suspicious too, because any normal person
Yes.
wouldn't know that you have put an amulet in your house, right above the door. So yeah, so that would be very, very suspicious, very, very suspicious. So, but unfortunately, we don't have any of these house rules, right?
Oh, now no more. We only have the personal, the small rule
The
can
small
carry. Carry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But that time, the house rule is quite limited. Also, it's not like every time the monk can make actually.
I see.
Yeah, because to make the rule, the monk have to have in the monastery. The monk have to in the tantric college.
In a tantra college.
Yes.
Okay.
So maybe people don't know how they make the rule. The rule is also not like normal amulet. You see, in the monk, in the monastery, they have to study the sutra and tantra.
The
So
sutras and the tantras.
yeah.
All right.
So you get in maybe the first 12 year you are in the sutra.
Okay.
Then you only qualify to go to the tantra.
The tantra.
Yes.
Okay.
So when you study in the tantra college, then you need to do certain, especially those the higher yogas initiations like Yamataka, Vajrayogini,
Okay.
Kala Chakra.
All right.
Then after you receive the initiation, you do the retreat. Then you only qualify to do the rule. Okay. Then the rule itself is have different type of material. Those material also not easy to find. That's why to make a rule, that type of amulet is very rare, and you can get it and make in time.
But now we have the ones that
Yes.
we wear, right? So if you're interested in an amulet that's so potent and so powerful and so rare, well, you can again look it up in BajaSecrets.com, yeah, or even come to our retail in Kechara Forest Retreat. I have seen that we have only a few on display that you can check it out. Yeah. Okay. So bring back. Adele says, please try to bring back the house rule. We have to find out from the monasteries.
Yeah.
We do, but you can actually wear it. That's a small one that you can wear, and I've actually introduced that to many of my friends.
But I think the amulet, not the house rule, the amulet, the big one, we do have, but it's not the rule anymore. It's a big chakra actually.
It's a big chakra.
Yeah,
Yes.
especially for the house, we do have it actually.
Okay,
in
so
our
you can
hotel.
look out for the big. Is this big? yeah, which some of my friends have actually bought
Yeah.
as well,
Mm-hmm.
and very nicely decorated.
Yeah.
I've seen, and you can hang it up. But just ask our retail staff; they will be able to assist you with that. Okay, so now, well, time is almost up, but we do have a few questions here. So let's see. Kirsten, hi Kirsten. For mothers who had miscarriage, what happened to the unborn child's spirit? Would the child's spirit follow the mother and wait for another chance to take rebirth through the same mother?
I do heard.
You have heard before
Yeah.
that this child
Yeah.
will be a spirit and wait for the mother.
Yes.
Okay,
I
so
do heard before the case something like that.
okay, you
But
have heard
the best is we still do, because some could be they do the abortions, okay? Because when you do the abortion, actually it's very bad. For if you miscarry, maybe it's accidents, but still, if the spirit very attached to the mother, they want to
Yes.
become your children's, then they will wait for the second chance.
So what can the person do then?
Actually, the best thing is we still need to do the puja for the miscarriage or the child.
Abortion.
The abortion.
Okay, and what kind of pujas would you recommend?
We can do protector puja is one of them.
Protective puja.
It's
all
very
right.
good. Medicine Buddha pujas.
Medicine Buddha.
Yes, it's one thing is very good.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Okay, so yeah, so you can actually do that. Yeah, if you like to dedicate to the unborn child. All right. Moving along, Bradley. Hi, Bradley. When we dedicate marriage to beings, what does that actually mean? In that case, then high lamas could dedicate it to all beings. So number one is when we dedicate marriage to beings, sentient beings.
Yeah.
What does that actually mean?
Oh, the sexual being is not just like spirit. Okay.
Yeah.
We are talking about 6 realms actually.
6 realms. Okay.
Yeah. So it could be an animal also. It's in the one of the realms. So it's all the peoples that, including that. Not just I not just refer to the spirit itself. It could be our people also, our debtor.
Yes.
Yeah, it's included.
All right.
Okay. It could be
The
for
karmic
the
debtors.
coming debtor for the animals.
Okay.
Yeah, everything's.
Okay. So what does that mean when we dedicate the marriage to them?
Means whatever puja we are doing, we collect it.
You collect the merits.
We collect the merit and dedicate the whoever they want to dedicate with.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Okay. So then definitely these merits will help them.
yeah, of course.
It will help
Yeah.
it will help all the sentient beings in whichever realm
Yeah,
that they are. Because why? In Buddhism, we believe that all beings that are in these 6 realms called samsara are a result of our negative karma. So when we collect enough merits, then there's a chance for us to become enlightened,
yes.
and that's where we can get out of the 6 realms, which is samsara. That's the ultimate goal. That's the ultimate goal. Yeah. So, and that's what happens when we dedicate merits to these sentient beings in all 6 realms. All right. So that's the ultimate goal. So, and you ask, in that case, then high lamas could dedicate it to all beings, not just high lamas,
Yeah.
or any one of us. When we do our prayers, we can actually dedicate to all sentient beings, because the power is in the prayers. And as long as we have a good intention, then definitely, though, we can dedicate the merits. Okay. Sebastian asks, how to chant when your neighbors attack you? Do you mean what to chant? If it's what to chant, then you can, I guess, do our protector prayers to purify this disharmony between you and your neighbor.
Dukkha mantra.
Dukkha mantra?
Yeah.
Dukkha
For
mantra?
fighting.
For?
Stop fighting.
To stop fighting. Well,
Yeah.
but there you go. So Pastor Chia says you can actually chant Dukkha mantra, Om Sila Tapatre Hom Pet,
Yeah.
or you can do the protector mantra,
Yes.
that which is Dorje Shugden, protected Dorje Shugden, Om Benza Wiki Bitana Soha. Yeah, you can try these two mantras and do it as many times as you can. Well, I guess minimum 108 times, right? Minimum. I guess it depends on how severe the disharmony is. Then, of course, the more mantras you do every day, then the merrier and the faster you see results. Yeah. So, I never thought of that. Dukkar. Dukkar can actually create what interpersonal fighting and all that, right?
Yes.
Court cases.
It's very useful actually.
Very, very useful. Yes, that's why I love Dukkar. It's one of my practices as well. Thank you very much. So I think time is up. So for those of you who joined this for today's program, thank you very much for tuning in. Again, if you would like to sponsor our programs, our online programs, you will see a link at the top after we have ended this video. There is a link there that you can click in. Click on it and then you can sponsor, because the sponsorship will actually help to sustain our online programs. Alright, so thank you very much once again, Pastor Chia, for joining me tonight, and for all of you who are very interested with the Ru, I think we do have a link there, and and also for those of you who have not ordered your Ulambana packages, please do that, because Ulambana has started and we're doing prayers already, so you can order the packages online via vajraseekers.com, or you can just go to any of our front desks at Wisdom Hall in Kechara Forest Retreat, or if you're in the city, in Kechara House front desk, and you can actually make your inquiries there and order. Otherwise, you can always order online and dedicate to all your loved ones who have departed, even your pets who have departed. You can do that.
All sentient beings.
And of course, as Pastor Gina says, all sentient beings. Alright, so you can do that. So Kechara has made it very, very convenient for everyone around the world in order to do that. Alright, so thank you very much. Thank you, Pastor Chia, once again.
Okay.
And I'll see you next weekend. Next week. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye bye.